Hey guys, I'm Jake from TodaysiPhone.com, and here's what's going on this week. Okay, so first we have some pretty exciting news. The iPhone 4 is jailbroken. I repeat, the iPhone 4 is jailbroken. The latest release of the jailbreak software was written by a guy called Comex, and it could not be easier. All you have to do is go to jailbreakme.com on your iPhone's browser. It'll ask you to slide to jailbreak, and then you're done. Now this works for all devices running iOS 4. This includes the iPhone 3G, the 3GS, the 4, and all the newer iPod Touch models. Now luckily, this was released right after the news that the Library of Congress had legalized jailbreaking. Now combine that with how ridiculously easy this is, and I'm sure more than a few people are going to be jailbreaking their iPhones. Now if you are planning on doing this, I would do it sooner rather than later, because the thing that makes this jailbreak possible is exploiting a hole in the PDF viewer. And while that's all fine and good when you're jailbreaking your phone, it also presents a pretty big security risk. So Apple will probably be releasing a software fix that patches this hole in the coming weeks. Alright, in app news, Daniel shows us a couple of tips and tricks for the Facebook application. Among other things, he details how you can switch quickly from whatever you're viewing to the Facebook home screen and then back to what you're viewing by tapping the Facebook logo in the top of the application. This lets you access the home screen while not disrupting what you were doing in the first place, so you can view new notifications and then return to exactly where you were before, much like Apple's fast app switching. Okay, moving on, it's just been discovered that Apple is allowing iTunes to stream to iDevices over the iDisk application. So many eyes! Okay, so basically you drag the music you want to stream to your phone into your MobileMe account, and then you log into your MobileMe account using the iDisk application, and you can click on the music you want and it starts playing, and then you can send it into the background and even use the music control features that are in the little multitasking dock at the bottom to control your music. Wow, I just said a lot really fast. It's not very pretty, it's not that intuitive yet, it's not really true music streaming, but it's close. Hopefully this is the first step to Apple allowing true music streaming from a computer and maybe even a cloud-based iTunes. So, you know how British people are like super cool with their accents and Harry Potter and fish and chips and Harry Potter? Well, I have another reason for you to be jealous of the Brits. Apple just opened their largest ever retail store in London. Disregarding the solid wall of iPads they have in that place and the ridiculous amount of iPhone 4s, the building itself is crazy huge. The entire Fifth Avenue Apple store would fit into the central courtyard of this new store. Not only that, but it has 2 glass staircases. Count them. 1, 2. That's 1 more than usual. On a related note, does anybody know a place to get cheap tickets to London? Well, we have yet another iPod Touch camera-related leak. This time it's a picture from a website called Hard Mac, which says it received a photograph of the next generation iPod Touch from a case... My phone is ringing. Alright, anyway, Hard Mac says they got this picture of the next generation iPod Touch from a case maker. Now this time the camera is not located on the front, but on the back, and it includes an LED flash. I mean, at this point, there are so many rumors about the iPod Touch going around that you really don't know what to believe. In my opinion, it seems more likely that Apple is going to put a front-facing camera to implement FaceTime into the iPod Touch, but you never really know until it comes from Apple itself. But either way, let's hope that the next iteration of the iPod Touch gets some much-needed camera. Now, the iPod Touch wasn't the only thing that was heating up the interwebs this week. The iPad and the iPhone also had a couple rumors swirling around. Apparently, there is a 7-inch iPad ready to go that Apple will be releasing sometime soon, as well as an iPhone 5, which could either be a completely new iPhone that fixes the antenna issues, or maybe like a CDMA version for Verizon, perhaps. And finally, we have part 2 of my back to school series for college kids. This video details a bunch of useful applications for colleges, including Pandora, Pizza Hut, Facebook and Twitter, and a bunch of others. So both these videos will be very useful to anybody going back to school, and you guys should definitely check this out. I mean, if you want to. Maybe. Please? Well, that does it for this week, guys. Thanks for watching, and remember, for more news, views, and reviews, check out TodaysiPhone.com.